All right, Greg, talking about our weather this morning, walking out the door.
Yeah.
One of my biggest issues lately has been just how hot it's been in the mornings, that lack of the cool off. It was nice today.
Finally, and not only that, the cooler temperatures, but the drier air, so it's not even humid out there. So the drier air has moved in, a very pleasant start. We will enjoy it while it lasts for a couple of mornings. That dangerous heat does return later this week. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. Let's get you on out the door this morning, taking you out to DFW Airport. Finally got below 80 degrees, and it continues to cool off. 77 out there, so at 2 o'clock this morning, for the first time in 15 calendar days, 377 consecutive hours above 80 degrees. So we have finally fallen below that. 77 taking you out to DFW Airport here this morning. So it is a nice, pleasant one out there. Chico, 69 degrees here this morning as we get out into the northern part of Wise County. 73 in Weatherford there, coming over to Benbrook, getting into the Metroplex, a little bit warmer. 76 in Benbrook, 75 heading over to Arlington right now, but we'll have some lower 70s heading on out to Rockwall. 74 and 73 in Mesquite here this morning. Now, it'll be warm today, seasonably hot out there, and it will be noticeably cooler, though, up along the Red River, only in the upper 80s, heading out to Paris and Bonham Sherman, maybe close to 90 degrees there for you. And Gainesville, you could hit 90, then we'll be in the mid-90s, about where we should be, heading over to Dallas and Fort Worth. That normal high has dropped from 97 now to 96. And we'll have some seasonably hot temperatures all around, a little bit warmer as we get into our southern counties, looking at some upper 90s for today. Now, again, as we mentioned, that the fire danger does remain elevated today across North Texas. Could use a little more rain across the area. We squeezed out just a few showers and storms yesterday as that front eased on through, but that's about it. As far as any rain is concerned, the heat has been pushed well to the south for today. You see along the Gulf Coast, still going to be hot as you head down toward Houston and Galveston with the heat alerts still in effect there. The heat advisories going all the way down into South Texas and along the Gulf Coast as well, stretching over into Florida, up into the Carolinas. And notice on the West Coast, heat starting to build once again with the excessive heat alerts and heat advisories in the Pacific Northwest coming down into the interior sections there of California. So for us today, we'll be up around 94, 95 for that high as we get into this afternoon. Then we start to heat back up as we get into Tuesday. You see that ridge of high pressure still off to our west, but it begins to build back to the east for the end of the week. So by Thursday, we're going to be back up around 106 or so, and the heat does return, that dangerous heat, as we get on into Friday for the upcoming weekend as well. It is going to be hot. We'll be getting back close to those record highs, and it does look like we will stay rain-free as well in that 10-day forecast. So here we go with those daytime highs getting back close to those records by the end of the week. We're still going to be up around 106 to 107 as we head into the upcoming weekend, and you see more triple-digit heat. So the string begins again as we get into the latter half of the weekend, early part of next week. Still looking at those highs up around 101 to 102 early next week. All right.